Welcome traders to our start of week technical analysis video combined with a post-week market review. So the market opened up here. As you can see, price continued this overall bearish momentum that started sort of at New York session on Thursday, dropping price down to around 4,480. From there, the overall price action for last week has just been consolidation with a common top side resistance of around 4,560 and a common bottom side support of around 4,500. As you can see, we did see some breaks either side, however nothing too significant. Price did just drop down to our next point of interest. After that, price continued to consolidate for the entirety of that week until sort of market open today. As you can see, market open last night at 10 p.m. GMT on Sunday. You can see that we had this enormous bullish candlestick completely wiping out all of this previous price action that was inside of this consolidating zone or range, if you will. So as you can see, price has pushed roughly to that same resistance point. So there's a couple of things that we could potentially see from here on out. Scenario one will be a continuation of this bullish momentum that started off this week, and we could expect to see price push somewhere near to our next point of interest of around 4,635. However, if price continues to respect this area, for example, if I go down to our minute 15 level, you can see that we do have a point of interest here of around 4,580, and price is rejecting off of this level as a resistance. Obviously, you can see that overall consolidation from the last week or so in a little bit more detail here on the lower time frame. But obviously, as you can see, we are currently testing between a top side resistance and a bottom side support. Obviously, price has consolidated between these two areas, and we are looking for a break either side. So for a significant break to the upside, we're going to be looking for that level of 4,580 to be broken past. If we are going to see price continue potentially push down to that 1 hour support level of around 4,500, then we will need to see this level of around 4,550 broken past for price to continue bearish. So at the moment, it's sort of at a stalemate between buyers and sellers. You can see just overall consolidation, and we have been consolidating for quite some time, as you can see on the daily chart. So it does look like that price is recovering after this overall this enormous drop that we saw on that started on the Wednesday, the 18th of March, and obviously dropped the price almost down into the 3,000s. So yeah, price is still continuing that consolidation. Obviously, if I go back to the daily real quick, you can see that price is testing at that bottom side support. Sort of, we are seeing rejections off of that. The daily candlestick thus far is quite strong. If we see a continuation today, that will be significant for the overall. For gold overall, as we will see sort of these lower levels where these candlesticks haven't been able to push above. We'll see a actual body of a candlestick finish above those levels, which will indicate to us that we could potentially see continuation. So going back to our hourly time frame, just to finish things off. So the level that we're going to be looking for price to break through is going to be anywhere through this level here. So again, you can see that price is rejecting off of this level. We understood it to be around 4,580. However, as you can see, there are some highs here. So we're going to need sort of a candlestick to finish anywhere above this level here. What I will go ahead and do is I will extend this right, and I'll change the color for you. I'll put it into purple. So we're going to be looking at this level. If we do see a bodied candlestick finish above this level, then we're going to accept that price will push to our next point of interest, and that will be within the levels of 4,600 and above. So that's pretty much it for a post-week / start of week technical analysis video. The reason I wanted to wait for the start of week technical analysis to post the post-week as well was because there wasn't really much to go over from last week's price action other than just straight consolidation from start to end. But as you can see, we have seen an enormous bullish push, which indicates to us that we could potentially finally see a break out of this this consolidation. So obviously we'll tap back in on our midweek technical analysis and again on our post week, but for now we're going to be looking at our lower time frames to see a significant break above that level of 4,580 and the bottom level of 4,550. I said in the chat that we was going to remark up the charts. However, I feel like right now, especially with the way price is acting, I feel like we are good for our points of interest. Now, we could tidy things up a little bit here and there, but you can still see that our levels are still being respected by price action, and it's given us an overall bias for the market thus far. So we're going to leave it as it is, and once we see sort of price push out of this overall consolidation area, potentially start trading in this overall range here where we saw consolidation at the early weeks of May, then we'll remark up our charts as we have seen price push significantly, and then we can sort of reevaluate, refresh in our minds. But for now, our points of interest and our chart markup is absolutely fine, so we're going to keep it as it is. So yes, but as always, I hope you have all enjoyed. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, go check out our prop firm. If you are watching this video through goldfunding.io, then thank you very much and hello. But if you are watching this from Gold Signals, make sure to go check out Gold Funding. It is our proprietary trading firm. You have the opportunity to trade up to $2 million in capital, up to 90% payout, profit splits, so on and so forth. But you'll have to talk to the team about it for more details, as I am just the analysis guy. So as always, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I will catch you in our midweek technical analysis video. Peace.